Hey, hi guys. Effective care planning. How can we write an effective care plan that is positive, that is inclusive, that gives value to the patient, the resident, the client, the individual? And this doesn't matter whether we are supporting somebody at home, in a group home, an assisted living community, a memory care community, or even somebody who is living independently who needs a little bit of support just to improve their quality of life or enhance their quality of life. When you're writing a care plan, it should always be motivated by this one question. What are the individual's strengths? Where are they in their journey of dementia? What can they do? What are their abilities? What is their level of skill, knowledge, competence? What is their past history? What are they experienced in? What do they do for a living? You know, all the life story stuff should be considered before and during and after you put together a care plan. So effective care planning is about inclusion. So let the individual lead on that care plan. You know, what is it you can do? So if the care plan is all about John can make a cup of tea, however, what process is he able to use to make that cup of tea? He might be able to do some of it, but not all of it. He might be able to do all of it. He might be able to do the final bit, the middle bit, the start. So always be inclusive and always start a care plan focusing on what that person can do. Not what they can't do, not what their needs are, but what they can do. Think of it as get a sheet of paper and make 4 quarters. So do a cross in the centre of the sheet of paper. And think about what the person can do in one corner, in one quadrant. In the second quadrant, what do they need support with in order to complete that task? So if it's an activity of daily living, such as making a cup of tea or making a sandwich, or if it's an instrumental activity of daily living, vacuuming, running a bath, those kind of things, then again, think about what the person can do. That's the most important. And then what do I need to help you with? What support do you need? What level of support? So that's in your 2 quadrants there. What can I do? What do I need help with? And then in the lower quadrants, 3 and 4, think about the individual's physiological and psychological needs. And then in the other one, think about their political and their social needs. So what am I talking about? With physiological and psychological, speaks for itself, doesn't it? What does a person need help with? Need help with medication? Can you take your medication? Do you need reminding to take your medication? Do you need help with hearing aids? With cleaning your glasses? I mean, the amount of times people are wearing glasses, I see them wearing glasses with dirty finger marks on or jam or something like that. We got to keep them clean. If the individual can't do it, let's support them in doing it. Same with hearing aids. Making sure they're in there properly, making sure the batteries are working, making sure everything's effective and functioning. Do people need help with wounds, cleaning a wound, changing the wound? Do people have prosthetics? Are they okay? Are they working okay? Is the person comfortable? Is there any rubbing, any discomfort? We've got to, just think about all the physiological needs that person has and how much do you need me to help you with? And the same with psychological as well. We're talking about people living with dementia, so sometimes there are challenges with that, aren't there? You know, the person might be afraid, they might be angry, agitated, frustrated, anxious. We've got to deal with those things. And deal with it kindly, with non-pharmacological interventions, playing music, breathing, conversation, having a conversation, using a memory walk, those kind of things. And then what about the political and the social? How many friends has that person got? Where do they go? Do they go to a social club? That's great, that's fantastic. Are they interested in politics? What can they do as far as politics are concerned? Do they want to talk about the upcoming election, which is a massive topic at the moment? So think about all those things, but it must always be driven by what the person can do. Focus on strengths. Always focus on strengths, and then bring in the support that the person requires in order to have a really good quality of life. So there's your care plan, and it's not always about physical, you know. There's lots of things that go into care planning. Okay, any questions? Fire them over to me. Have a fantastic day. I'm gonna leave now. I've got to start doing some patient work. Okay, bye guys.